Okay, good news, bad news. CBS put out an article about the red flags for contenders. So the good news is the Lions were in this article. It's we're contenders. It's kind of cool. It's kind of crazy. We are contenders this upcoming season. So what's our red flag? What's the one area that's like, got to be careful? Well, they said that it's Jared Goff's ceiling. So listen to this. Lions went 9-8, didn't play a postseason game in 2022, but everyone loves them to emerge in the NFC North, especially because they upgraded the defense. Goff, meanwhile, has been solid and should enjoy an even speedier setup with Jamar Gibbs joining the fold, and second year with Ben Johnson, full year. Don't see how the offense just totally regresses. And then we get Jameson Williams back, fully healthy, fully ready to go in week 7. We've been waiting for that. But we've seen big spotlight limitations before, even on an all-star Rams lineup. And I got thinking about that. Is that true, or is that just what we've said over these last couple of years when the Rams decided they wanted to go with Matt Stafford? They want to change it up. They want to do something different. I think you can say, hey, Jared Goff's been good and Matt Stafford's good, but we still want to make a change. I think that's okay to say, and I think that's what happened. Or was it, yeah, Goff's like terrible and we need to get rid of him and we need a better quarterback? So I went through and looked at the stats, and if you look at it, 2016 is when Jared Goff played just a little bit. He had 5 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. But 2017, his first full year, he almost has 4,000 yards. And remember, 4,000 yards was always the measuring stick when it came to QB play. If you could be at over 4,000 yards as a passer, that was really good. His first full season, he's almost at 4,000 yards, 28 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions with a rating of 100. Really, really good. 2018 goes to the Super Bowl, passes for 4,700 yards, 32 touchdowns, and 12 interceptions. Awesome. Really good. Goes to the Super Bowl. 2019, same thing. 4,700 yards passing, 22 touchdowns, but 16 interceptions. And this is the year that they start kind of, I don't know, kind of wondering. And he only has an 86 rating. 2020 regresses a little bit, doesn't pass for 4,000 yards. So he has really one bad season in the 2020 season, which again was, I'm not making excuses for him, but just we always will remember that was COVID, and I don't know, it was weird. Like what the heck? And then we know that 2021 with the Lions was really bad. I thought it was just horrible, but it wasn't that bad. He passed for 3,200 yards, 19 touchdowns, only 8 interceptions. Then, of course, last year, he absolutely explodes for 4,500 yards, 29 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions for a 100 rating. So you just can look at the numbers, and I think that's good and bad. The raw numbers are absolutely there for Jared Goff, and he is. Hey, look, I was one of those that was like, I don't know about this guy. I don't know. And unfairly, right? Because in the 2021 season, it was still kind of COVID. We're trying to like regroup, redo our whole franchise. We have no players. So that was unfair for me to say that, and everybody else too, because Matt Stafford goes to an all-star lineup. Jared Goff goes to a rebuild, but now look at it. It's incredible. Jared Goff has done everything he's been asked to do. He was incredible down the stretch. He's going to be in year 2 with Ben Johnson. He's got more weapons. Offensive line's ready to go. Jameson Williams is back. The defense is legit defense now. We've been piecing it together for the first 2 years of the Dan Campbell regime, Brad Holmes regime. Now the defense is ready to go. So I just absolutely love it. And here was an article that was recently put out by the Rams. And this was Zac Taylor used to be his old quarterback coach. And Taylor texted Ben Johnson telling him how much he enjoyed his time with Goff. He said he's coachable, even fun to be with. The QB is the same guy every day, always ready to work, learn, and he operates without an ego. Zac Taylor, again, Bengals head coach, kept going, addressing the negativity surrounding Goff, telling Johnson he didn't buy into it. Goff was not a downward trajectory, nor had he plateaued. Taylor thought Goff's best was still ahead of him. So all Goff's done has been like, I mean, all I've been is I was a number one overall pick. My first full year of starting, I blow it out of the water. I'm great. I go to a Super Bowl. and then I have a couple down years, and I'm traded away, and it feels like this guy's traded away. He's no good. Get rid of him. When in fact, it's like, dude, I'm 28 years old. Goff is 28 years old. We could have him for 6 more years easily. His trajectory is only going up. I mean, I just don't get it. So next, Taylor messaged Goff telling him he would love to work with. He loved working with Johnson and that he would be a great coach for him. He said even though Johnson wasn't his position coach, Goff could pick his brain and trust him. Then he called Johnson one of the smartest people he'd ever been around because remember, Ben Johnson was a tight end coach. Then he went to like our passing game coordinator, and we really kind of started playing okay at the back half of 2021. I was like, oh, and then we start off a little slow, but obviously 2022 we take off. So at the time of this exchange, Johnson was the Lions tight end coach under, I was just saying this. So his first full season as offensive coordinator in Detroit, they finished in top 5 points scored. And so the Lions are in a great shape. I love Jared Goff. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I am a Jared Goff fan. Remember he said just had some epic games. The guy is just a ball player, man. And I love how he plays. I love his accuracy. I love his arm strength. Everything's there. There's no reason. And you know, that's the best thing about Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson tailors the offense to Jared Goff. Love seeing it. Jared Goff likes getting under center a little bit, play action, rolling out, doing things that he's so comfortable with. And he's so good in play action too. And now we've got Amon-Ra St. Brown in year 3. Only going to be better. Jahmyr Gibbs. We actually have a tight end now. All this stuff just keeps coming together, and it's like, absolutely love it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on this, because I think Jared Goff gets unfairly bashed still by the media. It's the same thing as like the Dan Campbell biting the kneecaps thing. That's just never going to, I don't think it's ever going to go away. People just don't really know what else to say about him. So they say the biting the kneecaps. Same thing with Jared Goff. He was traded. He was, he was this, he was that. Sean McVay it's just like, what if Matt Stafford's a good quarterback, Jared Goff's a good quarterback, and the Rams just want to switch some things up. And in order to do that switch, the Lions like, yeah, we're going to need 2 first-round picks. Dude, what a great pickup for the Lions to get the 2 first-round picks. Jared Goff moving in the right direction, drafting well. Things are looking good. And, oh, by the way, I love that we've gotten rid of all of the old players. Swift, Hockenson, and who else? There's somebody else. Swift, Hockenson, somebody else that goodbye. You're all gone. And Swift, Okudah. Thank you. Swift, Hockenson, Okudah, all gone. Let's move forward and let's go on to the new regime. Goff leading the way. So let me know your thoughts in the comments, and we'll see all of you on the next one.